And over in the red corner, weighing in at 138 3/4 pounds, from Westville, Nova Scotia, Aaron the Body Snatcher.
Ready for the action live, dog me packed inside. Someone's getting smashed tonight, leaving lacerations on your face, plus a broke jaw. You shouldn't have signed the dotted line with this soap bar. Grab your mouth guard, your last chapter's written. This is your last chance to run before I get in. Time is ticking, soon Kinch's fists are hitting your head to make your medal a grade 2 level, brother. I'm better, coming tougher than clubber. My right hook make you slumber. Feet are on scene hand. Next stop for you is dreamland. Under a book fitty, but I'm a mean man. Tell that kid that he better get home. Seven with home, now it come to leather and domes. Special K worldwide, yeah, I'm knocking him down. And I don't think you can last around. Tell that kid that he better get home. Seven with home, now it come to leather and domes. Special K worldwide, yeah, I'm knocking him down. And I don't think you can last around.
Jump and swing up, whooping your ass. Boxing you, trying to be tough. Put you in the hospital, whooping your ass. Boxing you, put you back in the hospital.
Boxing is what I know. It probably is my identity to a lot of people, and you know, I have my family, I have my kids and my wife, and I have boxing, and it's always there for me no matter where I'm at. You know, I got into boxing, I was about 10 years old. My dad bought me a t-shirt, Albion Boxing Club t-shirt, and he said, if you're gonna wear that, you better learn how to fight, and brought me to the gym. I loved it. I got medals and trophies and all that stuff. It was pretty fun. Like fighting and not getting in trouble for it. I had my first fight, I was 11. I remember being extremely nervous in the dressing room warming up, and then I was walking to the ring and I was pretty nervous, and as soon as I stepped to the ropes, it was like I was home. I remember my mother being scared to death because he looked so much bigger than me in the ring. She had a camera with her, and she forgot to take pictures in the first round because she was so nervous, and I was beating him up. So in the second round, she was too excited. But that was my first fight. That ended in the second round, and then from there, I fought whoever would fight. I think I'm proud of most of my fights, but I got to go to Canada Games 1995. That was a lot of fun. A tournament called the Gaelic Games. It's England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, and Canada. That was a lot of fun. I got to fight a guy ranked 9th in the world for the gold medal.
A highlight for me was when he won the gold medal at the Gaelic Games in Sydney, because he was happy. He was elated that he did so well.
So my nickname as a pro was the BODYSNATCHER. It's on the jackets and whatnot. When I went to the ring, my coaches had BODYSNATCHER jackets on. I walked into a gym in Dartmouth, and I got paired up with somebody else. Our first time meeting was sparring. He was a bit older than me. I think I was 25-ish. So the first night I meet him, we sparred. I hit him with a straight left to the body. And then I didn't see him again. Like he stopped sparring, and I didn't see him for a few days. And the next day he showed up. He had my tracksuit jacket with him, with Aaron BODYSNATCHER Kinch. And he told me he was away because he had a heart attack. He went in the hospital after we sparred. He went to the hospital, and yeah.
He's aggressive. Yeah, but he's not just crazy aggressive, but he was always the one taking the steps forward, not backward. That's the kind of guy he was. He pressed you. And so that meant that he was able to score more. He wasn't just waiting for it, because that's the difference between amateur boxing and pro boxing. You can't just win with one punch. You have to score a lot. And he was able to do that. He was a very accurate puncher with both hands.
I had to work throughout my pro career. Could have had more fights and a lot more fun if I wasn't, but it was, you have to pay the bills, and boxing around here just didn't do that for us. I was training for a fight in Halifax and working at a warehouse in Halifax, and I was twisting and twisting and twisting. Something popped in my back and I hit the ground, and I had the fight was in 2 weeks. I jumped up and kept on working. My productivity level tanked pretty much at work, and because I couldn't do very much, and I wanted this fight. I wanted this fight really bad. It was rather important to me, and I kept training as much as I could, and the guy I was supposed to fight backed out 3 days before the fight. I got sent to New Brunswick to get surgeries, and the doctor had said, I said, will I be able to fight again? He said, oh yeah, you'll be able to fight. I'll see you. I'll be sitting ringside in 6 months. I said, oh cool, right on. Let's do this. And it didn't go as planned. I needed a second surgery, which didn't happen for another year and a half. That surgery, I got my tailbone cut off, rods in my spine, and a bunch of little stuff back there that I can't remember the names of. My own doctor, my family doctor, wouldn't allow me to box. As I was getting close to convincing her to let me fight, I had a brain hemorrhage, and that ended everything as far as me competing.
It changed his life, of course. He could no longer box competitively, and it hit him at a fairly early age, too.
This is something I've done basically my entire life. I'm 46 years old. I started when I was 10. It's a good chunk, and knowing that the door was closed. I was pretty defeated. To me, everything was pretty much done. And I was told I was lucky to be walking, and you're not going to be walking. At some point, you're going to end up in a wheelchair.
He knew that he had to move on from that. If I know Aaron at all, that's what he would do. He would take time to get over that, but he would get over that and reinvent himself.
When I had the brain hemorrhage, and I was told I probably wasn't going to make it out of the hospital. The nurses had asked me, if you make it out, what are you going to do? And I said, I'm going to move back to my hometown, open a free boxing gym for kids, and I'm going to coach. And here we are.
Two uppercut, hook, straight right hand. This is my front, I ain't coming up. Whoops, wait, not too much for your hands to go, Bill. What? Not too much for your hands to go, Bill. No. You get...
in my back 24/7, and this helps me. I love coaching, and it's good for me personally to keep me exercising and to keep my mobility good. But it's great for the kids. There's not a lot to do around here, and there's nothing to do that's free. I wanted to give everybody an opportunity to be able to try this out. And if they like it, they like it, and they stay with it. If they don't, then they don't. But it's accessible to everybody.
Yeah, he lives and breathes boxing. And it's nice to see, because that becomes infectious on the people he coaches and surrounds himself with.
Like young Aiden, he's 8 and has 5 fights, and this kid fights. Like he's just full force, just like I was when I was a kid. When he's training hard, and he's doing really well. And this kid's gonna be, if he sticks with boxing, he's gonna be something else when he's a little bit older.
One more. Hand up. Good. Run the ball.
I think it's great when they come in with just natural talent, and if they want to put the work in, like, they can go as high as they want to go. There's like one young fella, he started with me. It would have been 2 weeks after my gym opened, and his mother asked me about 2 weeks into the training, like, how he was doing. I said, I can make this kid a Canadian champion.
I went to nationals 2 times now. I went in March of 2024 in Calgary, and I was very successful that year. I won the national championships at 50 kilograms, and I went this May in Quebec City, and I placed 3rd in the 55 kilogram category.
I get to make that phone call back to his mother, saying, like, remember that conversation we had? And it was like, I mean, it's life-changing for a lot of people.
I was with Aaron for a number of years, and he's a great dude. He really is. He's given me a lot of motivation to, be a good person, work hard in the gym, be a good person outside of the gym too. Always be aware that not everybody has the same opportunities, and that if you work hard, you can do a lot of things, anything you want. I decided to start training in Dartmouth with the head coach of the Team Canada youth team, so I can develop more as a boxer and get more opportunities. But I come to Westville whenever I can, because I live in Mount Tom, about 20 minutes away. So whenever I have the opportunity, I like to come down and visit and train with Aaron, see how he's doing, and say hello to all the other boxers that come here, and yeah, it's good. He had a great career as a boxer, and I'm glad he's dedicated his time to be a coach and teach the younger generation and give them some purpose. So.
Stop backing up. Move forward. Move forward. Good job. Cool. Don't go crazy. Just look. Nice and loose. Nice and loose. Arms down. Nice and loose. Kick your legs out. Like, pull your neck a little bit. Nothing hard. Just nice and loose. Body shots are killer, dude. This way you get like the medicine ball. That's why it's good you want to do 30 and you want me to hit you hard, because it prepares you for shots like that.
Yeah, I'm wondering what the heart punch feels like. You got me like right here in the shoulder plexus.
Yeah, it was a little uppercut.
Yeah, that hurt.
The only part of your body that should be tight when you're boxing is your abs. Right? Keep your belly tight when you're boxing.
Okay.
No matter what. Like, I'm across the ring. I'm waiting for the first bell to ring. Right now, my belly's tight. Everything else nice and loose. You come out, pop, pop, pop. Belly is tight right now. Pop, pop. You can hit me with anything you want. My arms are loose. Okay? This stays tight. Because you never know when those shots are coming. Okay? You did good, bud.
Thank you. You're doing better every night. Actually, you landed a couple shots tonight.
In my experience with programming and resources that are available in the community, there's not a lot. The impact that it has on the clientele that I serve, a lot of them don't have motivation. A lot suffer from severe anxieties, but once they come to the gym here, they open up a little bit more. I notice even in my own programming that they have been talking to me more. They want to open up and actually find that structure to better themselves. It's just almost like a light switch goes off and like, hey, I can do this, I can move forward, what else can I accomplish?
I think the biggest benefit for at-risk youth when it comes to boxing is getting to connect with older role models who often have been through similar situations, not necessarily the boxing itself, but the community around boxing that can help them navigate really problematic situations that may be coming up in an environment that is welcoming and constructive and not necessarily available to them through the schools or through their families.
Have fun with you, okay? Box. Hang on, go, look. Don't wait.
Amazing.
I've seen videos of guys over in Europe that were boxing in wheelchairs. After my second surgery, I started playing wheelchair basketball, and I played with them for a bit. And in the process of playing basketball, I was asked if I would ever coach someone in a wheelchair. I coach them boxing. I said, of course. I go, I'd love to do that. So Paul, who ran Parasport Nova Scotia, was a gentleman that asked me. He connected me with Mitch Camo, and Mitch and I just started going to his house to train him.
Good, nice up. Oh, that's it. Almost there. 30 seconds.
Okay, oh, good job, man. Good job. Not you too, coach. Good job, coach.
Body snatch the body snatcher.
Body snatch the body snatcher. It's a miracle.
He's really good. Like he's a very good boxer.
I had a workplace accident in 2008 that led me to being in a wheelchair with a spinal cord injury. And since then, I've taken on boxing. The accident was a battle in itself, right? So that was more like, I didn't have a grade 12 education. So my first priority was to get a grade 12 education. Then I wanted to go to university, so I went to university. And then I made connections through Paraplegic Association. And they had showed us some sports and this and that. They hooked me up with a CrossFit gym. And then one day Paul called me and said, is there anything else that you want? I said, the only thing I really want to do that I don't know where to find is boxing. And he said, well, I know a boxer that plays basketball with us or something like that. And I'll give him a call and tell him to reach you. And that's where it started.
Him and I've had Canada's first paraboxing exhibitions, because they had to be exhibitions. I think we've had close to 15, and then Brandon Leslie and I, Brandon Leslie from Cape Breton and myself had I think 8 or 10.
Our first exhibition was in Glace Bay. I believe it was in 2018. And yeah, that's where it all took off. Everybody wanted to see it. I like the response I get from people when I tell them that I'm a boxer, because it's like unheard of, you know, wheelchair boxing. They just don't believe that I could be a boxer.
Nice off shoots. Do it again.
Just because you have an injury doesn't mean you can't box.
I really found out about Aaron Kinch primarily through his involvement in wheelchair boxing, paraboxing. I thought that was really interesting. I'd seen it in France, I'd seen it in the UK, particularly around veterans who had been injured in various armed conflicts. So when I saw him trying to make a push for it in Canada, I thought that just made sense. We have one of the more robust parasport programs in the world. You know, parasport tends to be more popular and supported in affluent countries. So it just seemed like a logical extension of our broader initiatives to have paraboxing. But I found it interesting that he ran up against some pretty serious roadblocks.
A lot of gyms aren't accessible. A lot of them are either in a basement like this one, or in I'll say an attic, but upstairs, or there's a couple stairs to get into the door. There's not many. I'm sure there are some, but I haven't come across one that I can get into comfortably. I probably wouldn't have bothered trying to access a place that's gonna give me a hard time every time I get there.
Many boxing gyms are not accessible spaces. They are not spaces that are easy to get in and out of. There's really basic things that have to change in order for paraboxing to really take root in Canada in a significant way. Beyond just, you know, training and having programs, we have to have the ability to get people to the clubs, into the clubs, training, have coaches that know what they're doing when it comes to a paraboxer. So I think we're a long ways off, but people like Aaron Kinch are helping us speed the process up.
What Aaron has done, Aaron would come down to me every day. He'd bring all of his gear. I'd have my gear, and we would train for 10 3-minute rounds. Yeah, Aaron showed me what I know about boxing.
It's a lot of fun. Like, there's nowhere to go. I always hated the runners. Guy would throw a punch, then be all the way around the ring. When it comes to a fight, I want to fight. And in the wheelchair, there's nowhere to go. It's punch or block or get hit.
Well, it's really based on timing. Like, you have to punch in between other punches. Because there's you can't take a step back. You can't. The tactics have to be very specific to paraboxing.
To help my boxers be able to block and so, I mean, in a wheelchair, you're literally right beside each other. So have a good defense. I have a lot of control over what I do as far as tempo versus an opponent. I don't want to hurt these guys, so I dial back and open myself up and let them get their fair share of shots, and if they're not landing as good as they should be.
Given the abundance of barriers to paraboxing in Canada, to have somebody like Aaron Kinch who will drive 2 hours to train somebody if he knows they exist, if they're able to get a hold of him, or, you know, if another coach, most coaches in the province know Aaron will help and Aaron knows about paraboxing, that's a game changer. Not every province has that. So in Nova Scotia, we're really lucky to have Aaron because, you know, this may not be the case in Prince Edward Island. It may not be the case in Saskatchewan, but it is the case here in Nova Scotia, so we can lead the way.
Some coaches really like paraboxing and what I'm doing with it, but there's a lot of coaches and officials that don't. Yes, I don't know really what else to say about that. Like, I think everybody should be included, and it's hard for me to see guys being held back from doing something they want to do. Just because of politics, or like a certain person or certain people don't like it and they don't want to see us. Cool, don't look. Like, let them get in the ring and let them do the thing and be happy that they chose our sport to do it in.
So one of the things about paraboxing that can put people off is the fact that they are right next to each other and they're slugging away. But I think if you watch, like, the way Aaron teaches people to box, he does get them to use techniques. There is defense, like there's obviously defense. But even when I was showing some of my friends and my colleagues, they're like, wow, that's really like, they're just toe to toe. Like, honestly, it does look like that. And because some of the range of movement is gone, and like you can't put your hands down and wheel away. That's not a good idea. Then it does look like they're just like standing, like almost like helmets and gloves in hockey dressing rooms.
To look at a guy who shouldn't have been able to box, but is able to box, he should be proud of him. I am. Like it just fills me right up when I see these guys fighting, when I'm in the ring with these guys and I'm leaning in. You come on, like I'm getting you, right? And they're coming and I love it. It's like it's the best. Yeah. And I don't know why people don't like it. You know, like I said, some coaches really love it, and others are not on that train yet. But hopefully, in time, it'll happen.
For myself, it's given me confidence in knowing that I can do things even though it seems like I can't. And a lot of times, you'll look at something, and if you have any limitations, you don't really feel you can accomplish it. But by boxing, I find, showed me that it doesn't really matter what you want to do, there's always a way to adapt to it. And I want to see the sport go to the Olympics because that's where it belongs.
If I'm going to be proud of myself with something, it's them. And seeing them get in there and do what they want to do. I just wish that some of these other officials and coaches would see what my paraboxers and other paraboxers are doing and appreciate it. Like, you're a coach or an official because you love boxing. You're a boxer because you love boxing. So shouldn't you love to see everybody be able to do it? Like I do. I think boxing saved my life after the brain hemorrhage. And I think this is why I'm here. I think this is why I'm still alive is for this. There's like I don't know what I'd do without boxing.
Uh-oh, the game changed like my city did, and a whole lot, not just a little bit. The playground ain't where the fun is, cause these young kids want media coverage. Yeah! Is your mother Canuckers ready for this? Is your mother Canuckers ready? Wow! Someone's getting knocked up. Ow! Check it. Special K. Inside, someone's getting smashed tonight, leaving lacerations on your face, plus a broke jaw. You shouldn't have signed the dotted line with this soap bar. Grab your mouth guard, your last chapter's written. This is your last chance to run before I get in. Time is ticking, soon Kinch's fists are hitting your head to make your medal a grade 2 level, brother. I'm better, coming tougher than Clubber. My right hook make you slumber. Theater on scene hand. Next stop for you is Dreamland. Under a $150, but I'm a mean man. You can't hit me, so it's like you're shadow boxing. I got ring savvy because I battle often. Don't forget my initials are AK. And last week, dog, I trained for 8 days. Late stays on speed back, they ain't stopping to play. You're getting dropped, call your doctor today. Holler back after your hospital stay. Get some cops in your way for throwing caution at K. Tell that kid that he better get home. 7 went home, now it come to leather and dome. Special K worldwide, yeah, I'm knocking him down. And I don't think you can last around. Tell that kid that he better get home. 7 went home, now it come to leather and dome. Special K worldwide, yeah, I'm knocking him down. And I don't think you can last around. I'm returning to the valley of humiliation. Why? I got the passion. The moves that I'm making, stuff like Camel on a Dudley. Box your body, yo, the breath with more than you can handle, buddy. Fear the way I'm hitting you, unpredictable. Yo, my arsenal is wicked, dude. The amateur fame is from the Canada Games, and I was robbed of the gold, but I'm standing again. Now I'm cramming your brain when my gloves come crashing. The left cross combo comes with an aspirin. Your glass gin is set to get smashed in by the body bashing, cousin a special. Stop asking. I jab with the right, come cross with the left. Floss in the back, so just watch where you step. What I'm causing is death, premature when you test. There's a war in the ring, and your funeral is next. Tell that kid that he better get home. 7 with home, now it come to leather and domes. SK worldwide, yeah, I'm knocking him down, and I don't think you can last around. Tell that kid that he better get home. 7 with home, now it come to leather and domes. SK worldwide, yeah, I'm knocking him down, and I don't think you can last around.
Jump and swing up, whooping your ass. Boxing you, trying to be tough. Put you in the hospital, whooping your ass. Boxing you.